Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Cook with Renda. Join me today as I make akala. So you begin by soaking your beans overnight, and then the next day you make sure you peel off all the shells from the beans, and then you wash it really good, and then you blend it. So over here I was washing my beans. I peel off all the shells. This is the hardest part. So in blending my beans, I added onions, I added red bell pepper, and then I added pepper. It depends on how spicy you want it. And then I added salt, and then I blended it. But I didn't add water. You can add water but you don't have to add too much water. So over here I was done. I poured it into my mixing bowl. And then I was cutting my spring onions. It's just for flavor. Not too much. It's just flavor. Though you can choose to skip it, but do not worry if you don't have spring onions. And do not worry if you don't have red bell pepper. You can just use regular pepper that you have. So I added some onions to the spring onions. Oh, it's just for flavor, not too much. But the spring onions that I have in the little bowl, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna add egg to it and then add it to the akala. And then in here I have my frying pan. I added my oil, and then I added my spring onions and then onions for flavor before I start frying the akala. I waited for the oil to be hot, and then I added the onions and the spring onions. So over here was really hot and it was ready for me to start frying my akala. I put everything in there depending on how I want it. You can use your hands, you can use anything to scoop it, and then you just wait. This is deep frying, so you have to make sure you have enough oil and everything to make it look nice and beautiful. So over here it was time for me to flip it over because it was ready. Look how nice and beautiful it is. If you fortune, get a four. We're moving to the next part where we're gonna add some eggs with veggies. It can be any veggies of your choice. You can choose to do it this way or the first one, depending on how you want it. Over here it was ready. That I gotta flip it over so that side will also fry beautifully. Our akala is ready. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you in my next video. Bye.